Coming up.
We had it in writing, and she had, in fact, made herself 2 years older on the marriage license.
And later.
When I arrived, they'd already informed me that 6 persons had been known to perish and that 3 were still lingering and clinging on for life.
Tonight, she was music's original diva.
At Motown, she was the queen.
Who would stop at nothing to get to the top.
Many people felt that Diana had maybe a ruthless streak.
But Diana Ross's relentless ambition had disastrous consequences.
I think it really hurt her career long term.
Now, after a stint in rehab and her second brush with the law, when will this driven diva get her life back under control? It's the all-new True Hollywood story of Diana Ross. Tonight at 8, only on E!
Unlike Juicy Juice, some juice drinks contain 10% real juice. Imagine if 10% were acceptable for other things in life.
Once there was a beautiful princess. The end.
10% just doesn't cut it. Libby's Juicy Juice, 100% juice for 100% kids.
Turn here!
Let's go!
Sorry.
The Hyundai Santa Fe, with America's best warranty, 10 years, 100,000 miles. When you take things in stride, you win.
Who are you?
Your guardian angel. You forgot to dial 1-800-COLLECT.
Oh, 1-800-COLLECT for collect calls.
He gets it.
Oh, I get it. I do now.
Good boy. Gotta fly. 1-800-COLLECT. Save a buck or two.
There's a new fitness phenomenon that's sweeping the nation.
I feel stronger, more relaxed, and more energized.
It's exhilarating and relaxing at the same time.
Introducing Windsor Pilates, the revolutionary video-based workout system designed by 51-year-old Pilates guru Mari Windsor that uses simple, controlled movements to trim and tone your entire body without the need for expensive fitness equipment.
Mari really helped me achieve the body that I wanted.
Windsor Pilates is amazing.
And it actually works.
You'll start with Mari's Basics video, a step-by-step guide to Mari's most effective body sculpting moves. Next, with Mari's easy-to-follow 20-minute workout video, you'll see immediate results. Call now and we'll also include Mari's accelerated body sculpting program. All this for just 2 payments of only $19.95.
Windsor Pilates works. It worked for me, and I know it'll work for you.
Have your credit card ready and call the number on your screen. Order risk-free with our money-back guarantee. But you must call now to receive the free bonus items and qualify for this low price. So call the toll-free number now.
This portion of E brought to you by Hyundai. When your car comes with America's best warranty, you win. Hyundai.
Honey, I made my special salmon loaf for dinner.
You'll find any excuse to go Outback for our deep-fried coconut shrimp and our perfectly grilled shrimp.
Hey, guys. Fridge not working again?
It's weird. Outback Steakhouse. No rules, just right.
Thanks. There's something I want to ask you. Will you make a collect call by dialing down the center with 1-800-CALLATT? It's free for you and cheap for them. Can you get this? I forgot my wallet.
Save on every call. Dial 1-800-CALL-ATT for collect calls.
Why did I buy any Suzy Rodeo? Lately, I've been on this whole getting more for less kick.
The incredibly versatile 2003 Isuzu Rodeo. Go anywhere power, do anything attitude.
I was after a deal, and I got more than I bargained for.
A real SUV. A real value. Spend less, go farther. With the 2003 Isuzu Rodeo, part of Isuzu's full line of value-priced SUVs.
The Four Feathers on DVD and video. It's a phenomenal cinematic achievement, and the DVD is packed with fascinating extras. Heath Ledger, Wes Bentley, Kate Hudson. The Four Feathers. Bring it home February 18th.
Can music's original diva get her life back under control? It's the all-new True Hollywood story of Diana Ross. Tonight at 8 on E!
I know some interns who went the extra mile tonight.
I'm one of them.
Whoa, very funny. Hey, turn the lights out. Oh, boy.
Is somebody there?
Just the tech support night shift.
Yeah, everybody thinks just because Dell makes such reliable PCs,
We just punch out at 5.
But when someone does have a question, we are here 24/7, 365.
Yeah, that's what award-winning service and support is all about.
That's right. Someone's always around to help out. And let me tell you, we're certainly not afraid of the dark.
I'm a little afraid of the dark.
Pull it together, Schneider.
Get America's favorite PC, like this Dimension desktop for just $599 after a $100 mail-in rebate, featuring an Intel Pentium 4 processor for awesome performance for today's digital entertainment, recording music, sharing photos, gaming, and beyond. And right now, you'll pay nothing for 90 days. Get great deals on notebooks, too.
Sorry about that. There must be something wrong with the fuse or something.
When you want your perfect PC, it's easy as Dell. Dell PCs use Intel Pentium 4 processors.
To 27-year-old R. Kelly generated a maelstrom of controversy. For her part, Aaliyah was determined not to let her personal life put the skids on her fast-moving career.
This little girl's gonna be huge, huge, huge.
In the wake of the R. Kelly scandal, Aaliyah focused her attention on a new album. Music producer and performer Jermaine Dupri.
People kept saying that, okay, well, I don't know if she's gonna be able to work without R. Kelly. If he don't do the songs, then the music ain't gonna go. That's what the streets were saying. So I think her thing was to try to, you know, break away from that and just let everybody realize, like, you know, he produced one album, this person produced the next album. I'm a star. I could be produced by anybody. And you know, she was screaming that, basically.
Aaliyah recruited Dupri and up-and-coming hip-hop writer-producers Timbaland and Missy Misdemeanor Elliott to help her craft a new, edgier sound. Aaliyah's second album, entitled One in a Million, was released on August 27, 1996.
All of a sudden, here was Aaliyah, who was a little bit older. She was showing her tummy a little more. Her clothes fit her a little more, but she still had the glasses on. And we started to see her be a little bit more sexy and a little bit more female.
That was the type of person that Aaliyah was. She was not afraid to take risks. And that album really showed her maturity and her development as an artist, I think, definitely.
The record sold more than 1 million copies and reached number 18 on the Billboard charts. Aaliyah's creative intensity paid off again, but she barely seemed fazed by either criticism or success.
A nice, you know, just down type of person that was a superstar when she wanted to be a superstar, and just a, you know, a great kid when she wanted to be at the same time.
It really amazed me how well she was able to handle the number of interviews and the number of appearances and the travel schedule, and then return to school and just walk around and act like she was nothing had ever happened prior to that.
Throughout 1996 and early 1997, 18-year-old Aaliyah faced a whirlwind of professional commitments. She relied on her close-knit family for support and guidance. Aaliyah's wardrobe stylist, Derek Lee.
They all loved each other very much. They had a great support system for her and for each other. They all supported everyone, you know what I mean? And a lot of love.
I don't think it was really a point where we were like, we're really trying to mold a star. We're just really allowing a talent to develop and flourish and see what happens from there, and to totally believe in her. I think that's what made it so easy on Aaliyah to be the person that she was, because it was never about stardom or about celebrity. It was always about what she loved to do. Yeah.
She wouldn't have to do this for me to be proud of her, but this just adds to it. You know, I'm proud of everything she does. She's a beautiful, lovely young woman.
Thank you, Mama.
Mm-hmm.
In June 1997, Aaliyah graduated from the Detroit High School for the Fine and Performing Arts. The 18-year-old had 2 platinum-selling albums and 2 #1 singles to her credit, and no intention of slowing down.
When most people graduate from high school, they're 17 or 18 years old. They don't even know what they want to major in college, if they're going to go to college, what they want to do for a living. And here's Aaliyah, graduating from high school, 2 platinum records under her belt.
I like to perform. I think that's important, along with just singing a song, being able to move and give an audience, a show. So I really do like to dance and sing the whole gamut.
Aaliyah's life had settled into a non-stop stream of public appearances, video shoots, and concerts. But she still found time to be a teenager.
Aaliyah liked to have fun. I mean, like, when we were on the road together, we would always find, whatever city we were in, she would find an arcade. And we would go and play games and run around and act silly.
By 1999, Aaliyah was ready for a new challenge. Renowned movie producer Joel Silver was prepping for a hip-hop flavored action film called Romeo Must Die. Silver needed a young actress with enough charisma to win over an audience and hold her own against heavyweights like co-star Jet Li. What Silver got was Aaliyah.
She was a big fan of these type of movies, and she wanted to do a big action picture like this. And so she came down to see us, and besides being absolutely gorgeous and funny and sweet and just an incredible girl, she, you know, said, look, I'm a dancer, I can do all this stuff, let's try to do this together.
Aaliyah was cast as Trish O'Day, a tough, streetwise girl. Co-star Russell Wong.
It's an African-American family, a Chinese-American family, and the underworld, and within each family there's some conspirators and things like that. It's kind of like Romeo and Juliet.
Aaliyah identified immediately with her character.
No, don't get in her way. No, that's all me. That is so Aaliyah. I mean, when it comes to my career and it comes to my life, don't get in my way. I'm not going to have it. And that's why, like I said, I wanted to be Trish. I wanted to play her. She's so me.
Coming up.
When they called my name, I was like, oh wow, I'm actually going to win this one.
The ambitious and talented Aaliyah was ready to tackle the big screen. In-step producer Joel Silver and a martial arts love story, Romeo Must Die.
They're going to see something they haven't seen before, which is really cool. They're going to see the tough side of me.
In early 1999, Aaliyah arrived at the Vancouver set of Romeo Must Die. Instead of being overwhelmed, the 20-year-old hit the ground running.
Just in watching her work come through, it had a naturalness and an ease to it. You know, it wasn't forced or contrived, and for someone's first film out, I think it's pretty remarkable.
Romeo Must Die co-star Delroy Lindo.
Innocence is a vastly overused word, but there was just an openness to her, and I really got the impression that she really wanted to do a good job on the film. She was taking it very seriously in all the right ways.
Romeo Must Die wrapped in late 1999. Aaliyah was anxious for the film's release to prove she could satisfy her fans with something other than just music.
She always said, I don't want people to look at me when they say, I'm tired of Aaliyah. I want people to always say, wow, what's Aaliyah going to do next? Oh, I can't wait to, where is Aaliyah? What is she going to do? And I think that's where her career was always transforming.
That means so much to have the support of my fans. I mean, I wouldn't be here right now if it were not for them. I mean, they've had my back, they've looked out for me, and this movie's for them.
The film hit theaters on March 22, 2000, and raked in more than $55 million at the box office. In the blink of an eye, Aaliyah went from aspiring actress to movie star.
I just knew that her star was rising and going to go even further because she was amazing, in my opinion, in film. And the camera loved her.
In public and at work, Aaliyah carried herself with a certain serenity that many deemed acute shyness.
And that shyness, I think, transcended certain things as far as the forwardness sometimes that you get from young artists in the industry. Her shyness just kind of kept a mystique about her.
I think that's a star. You know what I mean? When you wear glasses inside, and that's fly to me. That ain't even like shy. That's just you in your own little zone. You in your own world.
Aaliyah's hit single Try Again from the Romeo Must Die soundtrack was nominated for a Grammy Award, and the accompanying music video picked up 2 MTV Video Music Awards in September 2000.
I think we really think about, okay, what if you win? So I never really prepare myself for that. So when they called my name, I was like, oh wow, I'm actually going to win this one. So getting up there on the podium and speaking, it was a shock. I was extremely nervous.
Throughout the winter and spring of 2001, Aaliyah worked on her first full-length album in 5 years.
After Aaliyah was working on movies or whatever, she had a lot of energy that she was ready to release. And as a musician or whatever, as an artist and all that, she was just saying, you know, she was so happy to see everybody and just be in the mix of, you know, music again, because she had been out of the loop so much.
So you just kind of go in the studio and vibe for a minute to get yourself back into what it is to be in the studio, what it is to get behind the mic and everything. So yeah, there's a period of warming up, but it's not that, it doesn't take that long.
Even in the midst of recording a new album, Aaliyah couldn't completely ignore Hollywood, as producer Joel Silver came calling once again. Aaliyah scored a highly sought-after role in back-to-back sequels to the groundbreaking action hit, The Matrix.
They've started filming already, but I'll go in the end of May for a few weeks to start, and then I'll go to Australia later on, maybe early next year, I think.
In the meantime, Aaliyah finished work on her self-titled third album. Aaliyah debuted at #2 on the Billboard charts in July 2001.
She really felt that this was some of her best work. And that's why she named, the album, titled it Aaliyah, because she really felt this was her. And she was really excited about it.
Right now I want to work the album, I want to do my work for The Matrix, I want to, tour. So there's a lot that I want to do work-wise. I'm a bit of a workaholic, so when I get too tired and I'm down and I'm out, I'll say, look, I need a vacation, but it won't be for a minute.
Coming up.
Aaliyah didn't really like the plane that we were going on. Over there, she was like, I hate this one. You know what I mean? It's so small.
Aaliyah zigzagged around the world on a promotional tour. It was a heady time for Aaliyah. She was a star in 2 mediums and seemingly entering the prime of her career.
I think she was at a very, very, very happy time in her life. She was happy.
In late August 2001, Aaliyah set out to film the video for Rock the Boat, the second single off her self-titled album. The shoot began on a Miami soundstage.
We had to shoot this one scene where she was underwater in a pool, in a huge pool. It must have been like 2 o'clock in the morning after she had already been working 10 hours. And being hungry and all that stuff and being tired, but she held up extremely well.
The following day, Aaliyah and company packed their bags. The remainder of the video shoot would take place on Abaco Island, a remote spit of scrub brush and beach, 200 miles northeast of Miami.
I remember hopping on this little plane. Aaliyah, she didn't really like the plane that we were going on. Over there, she was like, I hate this one. You know what I mean? It's so small. I was like, don't worry.
I know she was nervous. She even told my mom, she called my mom and said, I have to get on this little plane. And my mom was like, maybe you shouldn't. She was like, well, it's not that far. It's just from Miami to the Bahamas. So she got on it, flew there. She was fine. Everything was okay.
The small charter plane landed on Abaco Island, and Aaliyah and crew immediately went to work.
It was all on the beach, sunrise. It was really, really early. It was a beautiful shot. And it was just her. It was all her on the beach, doing her thing.
The second day of filming took place on a catamaran docked near the Abaco Beach Resort. Local fisherman Ron Roberts observed the preparation for the video shoot.
Right here was about a 60-foot catamaran called the Fat Cat from Jupiter, Florida. And they set up through the whole night, set up back this way where the cockpit was. They set up the dance platform.
They had to dance for hours. But it was beautiful, and she knew it. I got a sense that everyone was really happy with the work that they were all doing.
Happy but antsy to get back to civilization, Aaliyah and part of her entourage decided to charter a flight in order to return a day early.
A lot of people were ready to go. No phones, you couldn't even call for room service. They had us pack all our bags and stuff like that beforehand, before we got to the shoot, and take all our stuff to the shoot and stuff like that, so we could leave right afterwards.
After shooting all morning and afternoon on Saturday, August 25th, Aaliyah and the group headed for the Marsh Harbor Airport, but Derek Lee made a last-minute decision that saved his life.
I was supposed to leave with them, but I was thinking about it all day. Like, okay, I think I'm gonna stay. I really want to travel with my stuff. And plus, I'm here in the Bahamas. They all got on the speedboat. Said, bye, see you in LA on Monday. You know what I mean? Love you, see you. Like that. Everybody looked happy, Everybody felt really good about what they had just done.
She used to tell me that when I would always get on a plane, because I get afraid of flying too, even on commercial flights, and I would look at her and I'd say, Aaliyah, I'm getting a bad feeling. I don't think we should take this flight. And she would look at me and she would say, Rashad, whatever's meant to be is meant to be.
Coming up.
The aircraft itself was 50 feet off of the runway itself in, I would say, knee-deep swamp water.
p.m. on Saturday, August 25, 2001, Aaliyah boarded a Cessna charter plane bound for Opelika, Florida.
I noticed this aircraft taking off. I noticed the pitch of the attitude when he rotated. It caught my eye, so I just watched him.
There was no cause for worry or alarm, just a short flight like any other. Aaliyah and 7 other people involved in the production of her Rock the Boat music video were eager to return to the States after a long weekend in the Bahamas. Volunteer firefighter Claude Sawyer was working at the Marsh Harbor Airport that evening and saw Aaliyah's plane take off.
When he initiated his gear up, I seen the gears coming up, and then it was moments after that, I just observed the aircraft go into the left bank and then, go in a nose down attitude. And at that point, I lost him because he got below the trees. And then I noticed a ball of fire. And at that point, I knew that plane was down.
Pilot Edric Simonet had just landed his own airplane at Marsh Harbor Airport.
I was on my way home. I got a phone call that there had been a plane crash, and everyone started calling and asking me, was it me? At that time, after the first phone call, I turned around, came back to the airport to see if there was any way I could help.
That afternoon, it was 2 other volunteer firemen that happened to be at the airport at the same time as me, not in my location, but I heard them on the radio. So they rushed to the crash site while I went to get assistance, and then it just went into place after that. We got in minutes we had a truck on scene.
The aircraft itself was 50 feet off of the runway itself in, I would say, knee-deep swamp water.
At the point when we got there, we knew who was living and who was deceased.
Abaco Island Chief Counselor and trained pilot Silbert Mills was alerted and rushed to the scene.
When I arrived, they had already informed me that 6 persons had been known to perish and that 3 were still lingering and clinging on for life.
Volunteer firefighter David Ralph arrived on the scene approximately 15 minutes after the crash.
The plane was split along the side, and on the right side was a severe burned area in the ground, and most of the victims were in that area.
They died by fire, and thankfully they died instantly. I don't know what kind of consolation that is, but they died instantly.
Among the 6 who died on impact was Aaliyah. Rescue workers scrambled to stabilize the 3 people who initially survived the crash, including Aaliyah's stylist, Anthony Dodd, and her bodyguard, Scott Gallen.
The bodyguard, he was alert. He actually crawled out of the aircraft.
Volunteer firefighter Colin Albury.
And Scott says, don't worry about me. Make sure everybody else is okay first. The man was a superman. He wanted to get up and walk out of there. And I had to literally, I'm 6'2", 280 pounds, restrain him. I had to tell him, Scott, just relax. Let us take care of you.
As one survivor succumbed to injuries, Anthony Dodd and Scott Gallen were rushed to a small clinic near Marsh Harbor Airport.
This is not something we're generally equipped to deal with. It's not a hospital, it's a little clinic.
The most we can do here is to stabilize the patient and then airlift that patient to a more suitable trauma center, which would be Nassau and or Freeport.
I went to my aircraft, pre-flighted, got the fuel in, and was ready to go right away.
Bodyguard Scott Gallen was placed aboard Simonet's plane.
His vitals were good. I said, when before they closed the door, I said, Scott, we'll see each other later. He said, all right, bud, I'll talk to you later. And they took off.
He kept asking for water, and we gave him a drink of water. And 5 minutes after that, I turned around and he had passed on. The nurse was trying to resuscitate him. She spent the remainder of the flight giving him CPR and trying to get a pulse and get him breathing again. But when we arrived at Nassau, The ambulance attendant, he came out and he said, no, it's too late, he's already gone.
A few hours later, Anthony Dodd, the last survivor of the crash, passed away before he was to be airlifted to a Miami hospital. News of the tragedy already reached those who had worked on Aaliyah's music video.
My first reaction was my family. You know, my family's gone. This is crazy, you know. These were supposed to be the people that I grew old with. You know, it was all worked out. It was all worked out. You know, we were definitely supposed to grow old together.
Investigators arrived on Abaco Island to examine the wreckage of Aaliyah's plane. The exact cause of the crash was still unknown.
They were on the scene taking photographs. They were measuring the positioning of seats and other items that were on the scene. And the following morning, Monday, we had a team from the NTSB, the National Transportation Safety Board, and the FAA.
Of prime concern was the amount of weight placed on such a small plane.
Weight and balance is a critical factor for aviation. It's just the way you load the airplane that can cause you to have a problem. Certainly weight is a factor. Airplanes are designed with a maximum load capacity, and you are supposed to, as a pilot, adhere to those maximum limitations.
I think from what I saw, there was excess baggage on board and bodies. There's a lot of people. If you figure it, there's 9 people on board. You have baggage, camera equipment. You have a full tank of fuel to get back to Opalaco. I mean, there could have been an oversight there. I don't know.
If anyone on that plane knew that it was too heavy, or there was too much stuff on there, that they either wouldn't have taken it or they would have had stuff taken off.
Investigators hinted that a combination of too much weight and improper stowage may have resulted in the crash. They also turned up startling background information on the Cessna's pilot, 30-year-old Luis Morales. Court documents revealed Morales pled no contest to crack cocaine possession 2 weeks prior to the crash, and that he was not authorized to fly that type of plane. The August 25th crash claimed the lives of stylists Eric Foreman and Anthony Dodd, pilot Luis Morales, Douglas Kratz from Virgin Records, Gina Smith and Keith Wallace from Blackground Records, makeup artist Christopher Maldonado, bodyguard Scott Gallen, and 22-year-old Aaliyah. Coming up, Aaliyah remembered.
That spirit will live on in me and all of us.
The tragic plane crash that claimed the life of Aaliyah sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry. The 22-year-old star who touched so many was mourned and remembered around the world.
So young, so beautiful, so talented, and this world wasn't enough for her, I suppose. You know, she just had to move on.
By Sunday morning, August 26th, news of Aaliyah's death filtered back to the States.
It was heartbreaking. It was as if you had just opened up a book again, and you were reading this book again, taking interest in it again in a very special way, and then all of a sudden you were robbed of all these chapters of her life and her successes that I think we were all looking forward to reading, to knowing about.
That sentiment of shock and profound loss was echoed by thousands of Aaliyah's fans. On August 27, 2001, candlelight vigils were held in several cities to mourn Aaliyah's death and celebrate her life.
I know that they're in a better place.
That's right.
You know, we'll all be there someday.
That's right.
And, you know, stay strong. Everybody stay strong.
All right.
All right.
Fans also showed their appreciation by scrawling messages. On August 31st, Aaliyah's funeral was held in New York City.
Horrible, horrible circumstances, but it couldn't have been any more beautiful, you know. And the way the whole city just froze, you know, it was amazing to me. Like, I think she would have been surprised at it as well.
As Aaliyah was laid to rest, famous friends and colleagues struggled to come to grips with with the tragic loss.
We were just in shock, and it's still, you know, I expect to see her. You know, I just expect to see her.
You can't stress enough, honestly, what a beautiful person she was, both inside and out, and that's such a rare combination. It's, you know, it's thrown everybody for a loop. I just feel horrible.
She was very humble, and I think that's what really gets people the most, is because she was such a grounded, kind person, regardless of the fact that she was doing so well. She's always going to be a beautiful girl, till the end of time.
The memory of Aaliyah dominated the MTV Video Music Awards on September 6th, as several of her contemporaries and closest friends gathered to publicly eulogize her.
It's been very hard, very difficult, but I have to understand that she's in a better place, and I know she don't want me to worry that she's okay. So you gotta get this. Let you know that she's on my back.
Aaliyah's death was a loss for all of us. Even though she's not here, her spirit will live on in me and all of us.
In the weeks following her death, Aaliyah's self-titled album shot to #1 on the charts. But for those closest to her, Aaliyah is remembered for more than just her music.
You felt a warmth and you felt a love that was always genuine, and you never felt like this person was someone you couldn't touch. When you met her, you felt like this was someone who wanted to touch you and who would allow you to touch them, not only through their music, not only through their talent, but through just being a person.
I mean, I want people to remember her smile, her smile.
This whole, like, her legacy lives on, man, and everybody know that she was a sweetheart. She wasn't an industry person. If she just met you, it was like she knew you all her life.
What I do remember is, you know, love, pretty much. She genuinely loved me. You know, I genuinely loved her, you know.
She was just a normal, sweet young lady, and that's with a freshness and a friendliness and an openness that's really what I remember about her. Very, 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 very engaging human being.
She really made you feel, I think through her music, she really made you feel like you really, really was close to her. She had those type of songs that made you feel like when you listen to them, you know the person that's singing the songs.
Doesn't matter how, you know, successful Aaliyah was, she was still our Aaliyah. She was our Aaliyah.
I read so many articles describing her and talking about how she was going to become a star. But for us, she was a star.
Honestly, if there is such thing as perfection on this earth, she was as close as you can get. And I'll always love her, always.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleam?